here in New Orleans. We're going to be playing some New Orleans jazz all weekend, but not so much today. We are going to have each musician tell you a little bit about how they got started in the music business, why they got started in the music business, and what individual or what music, what song inspired them to really choose to become a professional musician. So that's what we're going to be doing this set, and I hope you enjoy it. And the first one to do that for you is Cheryl Thurston, our keyboard player. Yeah.
Well, hello everybody. When I was a little girl, my father played the cornet and took my mom and I around with him when he was playing Dixieland. And at home, he had Louis Armstrong records, and this one tune really stuck out when he played it because he had so much fun. And it was called Struttin' with Some Barbecue. And then I found out, wow, his wife wrote this song, and her name was Lil Hardin. And I thought, oh, wow, I've got to learn this song. And I was so happy. And my mom would come out dancing, and my dad would run and get his horn, and I learned to play it, and he just had so much fun with this song. And I'm going to play Struttin' with Some Barbecue. But I've got a special treat because I just received my dad's last horn before he passed away. And Gary is going to play it.
Oh.
Right, Gary?
Hope you left some good
Okay, Gary. Thank you.
just a couple of months ago got the horn that her dad owned and played those many years ago. So that's kind of cool. We're going to play her talk to you next.
He is my favorite.
But first, I'd like to tell you a little about Amway. I've been an absolutely blessed man in that through the years, I've got to befriend and perform with most of my heroes. And that's wonderful. I can't think of any other profession that people would be able to do that because of the longevity of the careers of musicians. You'd be like a young ball player being able to play catch with Babe Ruth. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. But one of my all-time favorite and my all-time heroes was the great jazz cornetist named Wild Bill Davison. And Wild Bill was my hero, and I'm lucky he became my friend too. There's a song that was one of his very favorite songs to play, and I'm going to do that. It's a song called Blue and Broken Hearted, which he fell in love with, recording it with Bing Crosby. So, here we go. I'll give it a shot, but sorry, Bill. think Bill would have been proud of him. I got to tell you one story. He was with Wild Bill one time, and they were playing a CD, and it was a CD of Gary playing. And Wild Bill heard it, and he said, "That's funny, I don't remember recording that." He thought he was listening to himself. That's a real compliment right there.
And he also said, "I don't remember making that record, but I must have been really drunk or really sick." But I still took it as a great compliment.
We're going to have our elation.
Mike back there?
Yeah, I started playing guitar many years ago in Ohio. And we didn't have the good jazz like we have out here. And I played guitar and listened to all these great jazz guitar players. And I couldn't play that good. And then later on, moved out here to Phoenix and played guitar a little bit. And to my amazement, there must have been 50 guitar players here. And I couldn't play nothing like them guys. So I switched to bass. And I've been fortunate to be able to keep playing with all these guys and like playing with all my heroes, like today. We're going to do a little thing now I would like to do with just a trio of After You're Gone.
Enjoying it, loving it, thinking that's what clarinet was supposed to sound like. And I think it was 1950 for the first time, I was about 13, that I heard a sound. I don't know if it was over the radio or if we actually got the record, but it was Irving Fazzola, put the Bob Crosby in the Bobcats. It had the most beautiful tone, beautiful sound that I'd ever heard. I'd heard a little bit of Benny Goodman and Artie Shaw, but that was mostly big band stuff, and that was good. I liked it, but that wasn't what we were trying to do. And if you'll recall, some of you that are old enough, from 36 to 40, Benny Goodman was at his peak. From 37 to 41, Artie Shaw was at his peak. And in those years, Downbeat did a poll for the best musicians, best jazz musicians, and they were always 1 and 2. They'd switch back and forth, Artie Shaw and Benny Goodman. And then in 1942, the number 1 most popular clarinet player in the country was Irving Fazzola. His name was Irving Prestopnik, but everyone knew him as Irving Fazzola. In fact, as an adult, most of the musicians that worked with him thought that was actually his name. And he played a beautiful tune called My Inspiration. So we're going to give it a shot. I won't sound like Irving Fazzola, but I'll come as close as I can. It reminded me when Eddie Condon heard first Big Spiderbeck for the first time. He said it sounded like a girl saying yes. Irving Fazzola. Excited this weekend to have a very special guest with us from New Orleans, Mr. Ben Smith on the trombone. We work with him. We go to New Orleans a couple of times a year, and we usually play a few gigs there on Bourbon Street and some other locations as well. And Ben has worked with us there, and actually has come out and played one gig with us here a few weeks ago. So we're really glad to have him, and we're going to have him do a number for you right now. Mr. Ben Smith.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm a very lucky man. Gary said he was very lucky in growing up and playing with his idols. Well, even better than that, I grew up with mine. And it was a great thing because I was one of those lucky people that grew up in absolutely the best place at the best time in probably the 20th century, which was New Orleans, Louisiana in the 1960s. It was heaven on earth. There was 25 to 30 great 6-piece, 7-piece, 8-piece bands playing all over the place, and more than 300 musicians working in the French Quarter and the hotels, and it was a wonderful time to listen to and to play music. And during that time, I was in college and playing on Bergen Street every night, trying to go to school. Well, you know how that goes. Managed to get through it somehow. And during that time, I ran across an incredible New Orleans trombonist by the name of Walden Frog Joseph. Now, Walden had polio when he was young, and of course, being black and in New Orleans, and in that period of time, he didn't get much help. So he got through it somehow and managed to spend the rest of his life kind of hopping around. And so I got the name of Frog. But he was an incredible, incredible trombonist with an amazing amount of taste and understanding of the music. So in the middle 60s, I happened to be able to play at many, many jam sessions with him and learn from him. And I'm going to play a piece now that he used to play back then, and he tried to teach me to play it. And I worked on it for about 40 years, and I'm getting close. But anyway, one of the things that he taught me was, it's not the notes that make the music, it's the spaces that make the notes important. So I'm going to try to play this tune, the Wabash Blues, in the style of Walden Frog Joseph.
Our guitar player, as many of you know, is Madeline Roberts. We're going to have Madeline do a number for you now.
Thanks, Joe. Okay, the year was 1955. And I was a little kid living up in Michigan. And my dad was a guitar player, playing out in Hollyweird. He played the Twilight Zone theme and the Bonanza theme and the Munsters theme and all these things you've been listening. The theme from Cool Hand Luke, you've heard them all your life. He recorded this song in 1955, and it would have been more effective if the other mic had been working, because then I could use my outside voice, but I can't do that here. So here we go. Oh, and with musical interludes by Mr. Joe Hawkins. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning and the sun was shining. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons of number and coal, and the strong boss said, "Well, bless my soul, you loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store." You see me coming, better step aside. A lot of men didn't, a lot of men died. One fist of iron and the other of steel. And if the gravel don't get you, then left one with you. Those 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. And it's pretty cool when you turn on the radio and say, "My dad's playing that guitar." That was pretty fun.
Well, I've been looking at drums all my life. All my life. My father was a drummer. He was in the United States Army Band. And ever since I can remember, he'd be teaching me the rudiments, taking me to rehearsals, letting me sit in the living room while the band was rehearsing. So I've always been around music. We had piano and everything in the house. And then he used to go out and play in dance jobs. And then when I was about 13 or so, he'd say, "Come on, Junior." He called me Junior because his name was Caesar, too. He'd say, "Come on, Junior." He says, "You want to go out and listen to us play tonight?" Because it was a nightclub. So I'd go and he'd say, "Come on, sit in." He'd tell me, I was about 12 or 13 years old. Naturally, I wanted to do that. But when I got up to play, he wouldn't come back. He'd be out there dancing. And But I enjoyed that because I could stay up there and play as long as I wanted. The worst part was when my mother went out, and she's also a drummer. And he'd say, "Come on, Connie, you want to sit in for me?" So he'd sit in, and he'd take off again. And she said, "I know what you're doing. You're out there dancing with those girls, aren't you?" So that was a story about that. Anyway, so he used to like to sing the Chattanooga Choo Choo around the house. That's what we're going to do right now. Pardon me, boy, is that the Chattanooga Choo Choo? Track 29, or you can give me a shot. I can afford to board the Chattanooga Choo Choo. I've got my fare, it does the traveling spare. You, the Pennsylvania station, order the door. You read the magazine and call the door. A dinner in the diner, nothing to find. Thank you for having when you whistle and you fun. Then you go to Tennessee, I'll go to fun. We gotta get it rolling. Oh, chat, there you go. That's my beat. A certain party at the station. Saturday Lace. I used to call my face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'm on the road. So chat, choo-choo, that's choo-choo, oh, Chattanooga, Chattanooga, oh, a certain party at the station, Saturday Lace. I used to know what you face. She's gonna cry until I tell her that I'm on the road. So Chattanooga choo-choo, what choo-choo, Chattanooga, Chattanooga, oh,
It's interesting to see the variety of influences and styles on us all when we were young, and how we all come together now and we really enjoy playing good New Orleans Dixieland jazz, which we will play for you right now. We're going to do the Wolverine Blues.
Are you ready, boys?
Thank you so much. I'm going to do a tune now for you called Dinah. Thank you. We got time just for one more. On a tune that she learned watching Matlock on TV, where Ray Templin, he used to go to a bar called Templin's, some of you that have seen Matlock. Ray is currently in the Wildcat Jazz Band, by the way, he's here. And he was playing Lulu's back in town. You can still see that episode from time to time. And Cheryl liked the tune and learned it, so we're going to have her play it.
Tonight I wanna look my best and look back in town. Well, I gotta find a half a buck someone, shine a shoe, slip my hair, get myself a bouquet, look back in town. Well, you can tell my past, almost horrible cats. Mr. Smith and secret rats, Lord, I won't be around. Well, you're gonna tell the mailman not to call. Tell him I won't be back home tomorrow and get alright. Not get